2. And we will start with a roll call, please, Vance.
Charles Bradshaw,
Present.
Carl Pavlonis,
Present.
Lehigh Steed,
Present.
Boyle Barlow,
Present.
Mike Bradshaw.
Present.
Okay, we are fully staffed today. We will start with a word of prayer. I'll ask a word of prayer. Our Father in heaven, we approach you at this appointed time, and we thank you for the opportunity that we have to serve one another and to go over the things of the city and making this place a place that can be useful to each one of us and for the betterment of our lives. And we pray that the decisions we make will be in accordance to this, that your Spirit will direct the things here, and that we can have a good time as we go through these items. Now we ask and pray for these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For those of you who are new, I am the chairman of this committee. My name is Charles Bradshaw. Minutes, we'll start with the minutes of the June meeting. Did anybody, because we were not able to pass on those last time, any discussion or anything have any issues with the June meeting?
I didn't see any. No, I didn't see any.
Okay, then I will move that we pass the minutes for Monday, June 2nd, 2025.
Second.
So it's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It is unanimous. Next minutes are for Monday, July 7th, 2025. Any issues that anybody saw in those minutes?
No.
Okay. We'll entertain a motion for approval then.
I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes for Monday, July 7th, 2025.
We have a first, we have a second.
Second.
So I have a first by Commissioner Steed, second by Commissioner Michael Bradshaw. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Is unanimous. Okay, next item on the agenda is public comment. Is there anybody from the public that wants to address anything that is not on the agenda? Because we will get to those items. And it does not look like we do. Okay, we will now close this meeting and open up public hearing. The time is 5:05, and we will open up public hearings, and we'll go to the first one, which is zoning map amendment parcel 40453-18 from RE1A residential estate to RE2 small lot residential. So this is for the public to comment on this particular item. Is there anybody from the public that would like to comment on this item? Okay.
I assume I'm commenting on the right thing.
Please state your name.
My name is Jennifer Liebert, and I'm here with my husband, Greg Goff, and we live in the property that is just adjacent to the property that's going to be rezoned.
To the west?
East. West.
Actually, I
Did-
think that this
This is a different one?
your
This is
agenda C.
This is Academy and
Yeah.
Academy.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
70 West Academy. Wrong, am I commenting on the wrong thing?
This is,
I believe so.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah,
I wasn't
well, I
notified,
don't-
so I'm flying blind
no,
here.
if you live on Academy, then this is the right one.
two on Academy.
This is the one
Kinda.
that's over on Main,
This is on Main Street or on Central
Central
Street?
and-
Central and Academy.
I'm on 70 West Academy in the cul-de-sac that's going to be rezoned
Right,
into
that's
multiple.
the third one.
That's, third item.
Third one. That one's,
Anybody else from the public that would like to comment on this one? Okay. We'll move to the next item B, zoning map amendment for parcels 40453-505 and 40453-404 from RE1A residential estate to R2 small lot residential. Is there anybody from the public that would like to comment on that particular item? No one here for that one. We'll move on to item C, zoning map amendment parcel 40457-01 from RE1A residential estate to R2 small lot residential. Anyone from the public for that one? Yes.
That's you.
Okay. Again, my name is Jennifer Liebert. I'm here with my husband, Greg Goff, and we live on the property that backs up to that. We were only notified, I think, through an error. We were told that we should have been notified, but we never did actually receive any notification that this was going to happen. I had to hear about it through a third party. And so that to me is a little bit concerning, where it's right, where we share a property line. But I've seen the plans of what's going in there, and I assume it's going to be rezoned to an Airbnb property with small structures where people would be doing, anyway, sorry. I've never been to one of these before.
fine.
So I've got a little bit of nerves. I apologize. I made some notes, and I just want to say that we strongly oppose the rezoning of the property behind our home to allow for multiple short-term rental units for the following reasons. It's a disruption of neighborhood character. Our community is composed of owner-occupied single-family homes, and introducing a multi-property Airbnb development would drastically alter the character of the neighborhood, shifting it from a quiet, stable residential area into a transient, commercialized zone. There's going to be increased traffic. They generate higher turnover and increased vehicle traffic. This raises concerns about congestion, parking overflow, especially for children and elderly residents, but also the fact that the road out in front of us is unpaved. That has an environmental impact. The roads leading to the property, some of the roads leading to the property and surrounding the property are still unpaved. Frequent traffic from rotating Airbnb guests will stir up excessive dust and dirt, reducing air quality, worsening allergies, and impacting daily outdoor living. The added wear and tear will also degrade the unpaved road conditions, creating maintenance burdens for nearby residents as well. And then, obviously, the noise and quality of life issues. These kind of properties often host guests unfamiliar with local norms. They can lead to noise disturbances, late-night gatherings, and general reduction in the peaceful atmosphere we currently enjoy. Also, constantly changing guests disrupt the sense of familiarity and trust that comes along with long-term neighbors. This lack of continuity increases feelings of insecurity and reduces opportunities for meaningful community engagement. Also, they have an impact on property values for people that are around them. And I think that's probably enough reasons. So we just strongly oppose this and hope that you have the same vision for this. I know we moved from St. George in an area where we had a landscaping trailer stolen with our entire business in it. We had people dying around us from opioid overdoses, and we came to this area. I'm a nurse educator. I'm a professor at Mojave Community College. I came here because I wanted peace and quiet. My children are here. They've married into the community. I'd really like to be a part of a community, the community growth and prospering, but also I don't want too many things to change because I see how it goes when things change, and I love it here. I love the people here, and I hope you take all of this into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I show her this and see where she lives?
Where, can you tell us which property you live on? Is it, is,
It's in the same
Not-
area where
Go to the other map.
yes.
So she's not on the corner.
No.
He's
So is it,
and the free property is in
Right here then.
this right here.
so is it the middle property?
They're on the corner with the new Spencer Cove.
On the,
Borders property.
Yeah. I believe
okay,
it.
so it's on the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's parcel 53,
152.
152.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Ending 152.
This would be
This one, yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay, anybody else from the public that would like to comment on this particular item?
Good evening. My name is Virginia Canterbury. My dad is Chad LeBaron, and we are homeowners right there in the new cul-de-sac there. Our main concern is the notice that I was given. It says 3 multifamily residential lots. So I support a lot of what Jennifer said there as far as the reasoning for the rezoning of why would be opposed. I know that my dad was just against putting up, I don't know if that just means an apartment complex. I know he's shown us a map of just single individual Airbnb units. But he just wanted for me to strongly state his opposition to any kind of apartments or duplexes or anything going in right there, because we've put in a lot of our own personal finances to create that safe environment to raise kids. We have those properties there for our own families, not to build and resell. We've created that neighborhood to raise our kids there. And again, with the extended traffic and bringing in multiple people on different nights, then just the safety concerns with that. So, thank you.
So you're on Spencer Cove?
Yes.
Does your family own the most of the lots on Spencer Cove?
Yes, we own 4 out of the 5 lots, and the 5th one is my cousin that owns it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, anyone else from the public on this particular item? Okay, we will close the public hearing at 5:14 PM and go into item number 7. Item number 7 is consider zoning map amendment parcel 404-53182 from RE1A residential estate to R2 small lot residential. Please introduce this to us, Vance.
Okay, this particular property, get back to it, is located on Academy Avenue and Oak Street, or approximately Oak Street. It's a little bit east of Oak. It's kind of an awkward property to do anything with, as much as it's got some heavy blue clay there. The structures that are currently there are buckled and busted. And the applicant wants to
You said put in
Right,
mobile
he
homes.
wants to rezone it to an R2 and put in a small 11 unit, which would be like a small mobile, like,
Mobile home park.
yeah.
Okay.
I have some concerns. I don't.
I
know
have a
what
lot.
you can really do with that property, but I do know the council has kind of frowned on letting R2s creep into the, deep into the residential, single-family residential areas.
Okay. Is anybody here to represent this request?
I do not see Mr. Cox here.
Was anything sent out to the neighbors?
I do not know if he did a neighborhood meeting. I did not get anything back if he did. I do the postings. It's the applicant's responsibility to do the neighborhood meetings and notify their neighbors.
So if he hasn't responded to that.
I think that's the next
That's
one.
the next
Oh,
one.
we haven't
That's-
gotten
No.
That's the next
Oh,
item.
that's Thomas, never mind.
I would say if he hasn't done that and you don't have anything, it'd be automatically no, because he hasn't done his due diligence. But I have a lot of problems with the thing in the first place.
As do I.
So we can talk about those.
It would be good for you to express your concerns.
Yes, I'm going to express a lot of them. Because that's the first thing I have on here is in my notes, have letters been sent? That's the first thing I have on there. And then the other thing is, it looks like he's trying to use an R2 zone standards and mobile home park standards, 2 different ones. I did a lot of research into those, and there's not one of those that would work for what he's trying to do.
Correct.
So are these,
Neither one of them would
are
work.
these stick-built, or are they, or do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it's really well planned out yet.
Well, if he's gonna do an MHP, he's got too many, number one, he's got too many things on there. Number two, he doesn't have a lot big enough. It requires a 1 acre lot and he has .62 acres. Actually, it requires a 10 acre, or it requires a 3 acre lot, sorry,
For an
for
MH,
an MHP.
Mobile home park, I think.
3 acres is the minimum lot size.
so that's why he's going to the R2?
R2 allows 1, not 11.
R2 allows up to
Up to.
12 residential units,
Okay,
maximum of 12 residential
Per
units.
acre.
right, but he doesn't have
But
an
he doesn't,
acre.
but he doesn't have an acre.
Per acre.
Right.
It's under
So
that.
he'd have to adjust his site plan if it was a.
I think he needs to do a lot more stuff on it. Obviously, he cannot put a mobile home that's, or they're manufactured homes now, they're not really mobile homes. He can't put anything on there that's built after, or built before June 15th, because those are not allowed in the city anymore, according to the code.
The manufactured homes are allowed in all zones.
Yes.
But the mobile homes,
It says in here
right,
that
there's a
you can,
date.
you
That's-
can,
That's when HUD changed their standard.
right.
I see.
In our code, it says on a mobile
2015.
home, an existing mobile home is fine, but you can't bring in new mobile homes, the ones that are built before June 15th.
Prior to 2015?
June.
June 15th, 1976.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Oh, 76.
right.
Yeah.
That's the magic date.
That's the magic number.
Okay.
Anything built after that is considered a manufactured home, and it's
I see.
regulated by HUD. But before that, they're not allowed in the city unless they are already here according to our code. Yes, Andy?
So that, in 1976 is when the HUD program started.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when they started requiring regulations on the pre-manufactured. Before then, anybody could build whatever they wanted. They used aluminum wiring.
I
Lots
see.
of fires, lots of problems with those.
Yeah.
After that, there's a standard, and every manufacturing plant has a HUD certified inspector at the sites inspecting those. I'm not sure if this application, these lots, the ones that were contacting me, but there's several different people that are contacting me on putting in these new cube houses that they're buying on Amazon. That they can bring in and just fold out. I don't know how those fit with that standard or anything like that yet, so.
Does the code read that it must be a HUD certified build in order to, I mean, and maybe it should, just for this purpose?
If it's a manufactured home, it has to be.
But if it's a cube home, maybe not, I don't know.
Well, that's a city,
It depends on what the city is.
right,
Jurisdiction has allowed.
yes. So,
Interesting.
as a city,
Okay.
we probably ought to
Probably ought to check
look
into
into them
that.
and see what they're actually made out of.
See if we can safely bring him in.
Well, and I understand his concerns with the clay and why he would go with that style of a home, but there's plenty of mitigation that can be done with clay. I mean, I'm in the business.
Yeah.
There's piers, there's over excavation, and I get it, you know. It's tough to put a solid structure on that material without it moving. But there are ways to fix that. Just the improvements alone would be the cost for a single-family home's fixing of that.
Well, and if he brings in mobile homes, he still has to put them on a permanent foundation. They're not gonna be sitting on their wheels. They
So
gotta be,
They're gonna move,
so
so
they're
what
still
did we
gonna,
gain?
he's still gonna have the same problem. So there's a lot of issues with this particular amendment. Anybody else have?
Yeah, I have quite a few.
Okay.
And, well, so first of all, this is kind of a commercial venture, is what it looks like. I assume these would be for
Rent.
sale,
they're
or
for
for
rent.
rent, not for sale.
They'd
So-
have to be for rent because he can't subdivide that.
Right, and so basically, so how's he taking care of drainage and detention? It's that,
Those are questions that would have to be answered on a site plan.
understood, but there's no space. He's not and speaking of space, he's only got 2 feet between building, which is against fire code. You have to have at least 10 feet, or you've got to have a firewall on both buildings. So that's not going to work. 2
Right,
feet.
well, the question tonight isn't those things, those are site plan
I
questions.
understand, but these are the concerns that I'm seeing, and so what I'm saying, so we're sitting here saying we're going to approve this based on an 11-unit concept, and it just doesn't work.
Right, well, the question before the planning commission really is this an appropriate place for an R2 zone?
Well, and the reality is
I'm saying no.
I don't think it is either. I mean, it doesn't have adequate parking, it doesn't have, and I have a question. When you do these, does this require an improvement of the alley or just the road in
If
front?
this were approved, he would have to do a site plan, and he would have to, based on what his concept is there, he would have to do some improvements on that alley too.
Okay.
Driveway work.
And the
And
alley
that
would
makes
become
sense.
fire access at that point.
Yeah, I see some serious concerns, and it does feel like it's spot zoning, and you're putting in basically a for-rent mobile home park in the middle of residential estate lots, and I don't see that being a value add to the neighborhood.
Anybody else?
I think you've said enough.
I'm going to move that we recommend to the city to not approve this rezone parcel 404-53182 from RE1A residential to R2 small lot residential.
Second.
We have a first by Commissioner Bradshaw, a second by Commissioner Pavlonis. Will you do a roll call on this one, please, Vance?
Charles Bradshaw,
Yes.
Carl Pavlonis.
Yes.
Royal Barlow,
Yes.
Lee Steed,
Yes.
Mike Bradshaw.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, next item is item 8. Consider zoning map amendment parcels 404-53-505 and 404-53-404 from RE1A residential estate to R2 small lot residential. Do we have anybody that's here to represent this request?
I believe Mr. Timpson's here to
Okay.
represent the developer.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. My name is Thomas Timpson, and I'm representing the applicant on this, Benjamin Knutson.
Before we go further, Vance, did we get any response from any written response?
We did not receive any written comments on any of these items.
Okay.
We did host a citizen review meeting, but did you, I don't know if the commission received a sketch of what we are thinking on this?
Did not.
or-
We did not.
Would care if I pass them out just for
That would be awesome.
points of discussion? Oh. So this is a piece of property that contains 2 existing lots, and for a total acreage of I think it's 1.85 acres. And this is located in an area of town that is right across the street from the primary multifamily zone in town, which allows for high-density residential. So everything, pretty much a lot of that property west of Barlow Street is multifamily housing. And then it's also located on the same block that currently has R2 zoning on it. Marion Barlow's property over there on the northeast corner of the block, and then Paul Barlow's property on the across the street. So we felt like with that, the general area zoning, we felt like this was a good fit for this particular area to rezone it to an R2 zone, which allows for up to 12 units per acre. And what we want to do on this project is go through and build a townhouse complex that would contain approximately 22 units. So that's generally what we have in mind, and this site concept is really just that. It's just a concept, so we would definitely fine-tune it as we zeroed in on exactly what we want the buildings to be.
What do you expect your are you gonna build the whole property out? Or in phases, or,
Ben was talking about potentially doing it in phases,
okay?
but like potentially doing everything along Warren Avenue and then coming in and doing everything behind it. But there's also, I think, a good chance that they just do it all at once, so.
If this were approved by the council, they would have to go through the subdivision process.
Yes. Yeah,
So are these for rent units,
yes.
not for sale?
They would like to sell them.
So they
They would be-
come-
So we would go through the subdivision process and create a separate property for each.
You would build them, but they would be for sale as
Yeah.
a townhome
We would build the
project
actual
product.
buildings. Yeah.
Okay.
Does this meet the parking requirements? There's no garage on these, it's just a parking pad?
They're still debating on whether to do garages or not. I think there might end up being a combination. But my understanding is that the city requires 2 units per townhouse.
Yeah.
So we're planning for 2 parking spots in front of each, unit, so.
Yeah, I see that. And it seems like it's adequate. You know, I know that sometimes these buildings get sublet, and you oftentimes get more cars in a unit than.
Yeah.
I mean, every car is going to have every unit's going to have 2 cars minimum. And I expect someone would have more than that. And so do you have any options for additional parking spaces? I know there's site plan issues, but it concerns me putting that many buildings on it without thinking of guest parking.
Yeah.
Do people just end up overflow on the streets?
Yeah. No, and I think that's a legitimate concern. One idea, I don't know how much the city would be open to it, but we could potentially allow for on-street parking on Barlow Street, just because that road is so wide right now. But we could also incorporate into the site design some guest parking for the overall complex if we needed to. So.
Okay. Drainage, do you have planned retention? What do you maintain? I mean, again, these are site plan concerns, but
Yeah.
how do you plan on managing the drainage
Right now, we're just planning on draining to the street.
without retention?
It's my understanding that anything under 2 acres does not require detention. So depending on how the city feels about that, then we're not currently planning to put detention in, but we could, if the city's gonna require it, then we can definitely incorporate that. Detention's kind of hard on these, these projects because there's no storm drain.
Yeah, you basically.
So it's like once you go on the ground.
Yeah, you pretty much have a retention and it fills up and
Yeah.
and spills over, and evaporates or leachates in, soaks in.
Yeah, I would have to do something like that probably, so.
Okay?
Anything else for Mr. Timpson?
I think it fits the area as far as the other units that have gone in there. It definitely is
It looks similar to the ones just around the corner.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Right.
I think.
they had a
there's-
garage underneath in some of those units, so that would help with the parking. Help, but not mitigate it.
Okay. If there's no further discussion, we'll entertain a motion.
Well, I'll move that we send this on to City Council as an affirmative.
Second it.
We have a first by Commissioner Michael Bradshaw, seconded by Commissioner Barlow. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay, item number 9. Zoning map amendment parcel 4045701 from RE1A residential estate to R2 small lot residential. Vance, please introduce this one.
Okay, this particular application is, this is located between Central and Spencer Cove, right where the curve on Central is. And the applicant, and I don't know if there's somebody here to speak to this, oh, Mr. Timpson is here to speak to this also. When they applied for this, I didn't give them strong encouragement on the R2, but they wanted to pursue it. And we'll let Mr. Timpson take it from here, I guess.
Okay.
So on this project, then, we hosted a citizen review meeting. Nobody showed up to the meeting. Jennifer, the reason she didn't get a notice, oh my gosh, I brought the wrong map up, but the reason she didn't get a notice is because she had a St. George address logged in with the county. And so any letter that we send out was sent to that address. The 473 East, 1100 South, is that right? So, sorry you didn't get the letter. It was nothing,
So you,
we weren't trying to keep you in the dark.
so you send it to the address on file of the parcel, the tax parcel?
Right, the address that the
tax
county has
notification.
on their record, which is pretty standard, so.
Okay.
Because I do see that the parcel and their address is listed on on the,
Right, yeah, exactly.
okay.
So, but generally speaking, we hosted that citizen review meeting. Nobody showed up to it, so we didn't really get much feedback from the neighbors. But we felt like this would be a good spot for this zoning, for an R2 zoning. It's right along Central Street, the main quarter of the town. You have Cottonwood Park across the street. You have Cottonwood Village right around the corner. And then you have all the amenities downtown. And so Richard Dockstader, he's the owner on this, and he's the one I'm representing. And he wants to come in here and build these studio apartment units on here, generally as we show on this site plan. And I think there is potential that he wants to use them for Airbnb, but generally he wants to create a rental unit, whether that's short-term or long-term, then that's what he'd like to do. But you know, he feels like it's a good fit for that location, and he'd really like to pursue this option if it's possible. So, be happy to take any questions.
The access road, how wide is that? Let's say on my.
Right now, we're showing the paved width at 16 feet. And the original idea was that it would be one-way because he wants to keep the outgoing traffic off of Central Street. So he would like to bring it in, and just keep it in one direction. But I think at the end of the day, we would probably end up widening that road, so to at least 26 feet wide.
I think it would need to be.
Yeah.
I don't think 16 feet would work. I don't think code will allow it.
Well, for a one-way drive, it would allow it, but you know, if it's an actual street that meets city code, then you know it definitely doesn't meet that, but it definitely meets the driveway standards.
Yeah, it may not meet fire access with outriggers and whatnot. I'm not quite sure.
Well,
Have to check with
the
the-
asphalt is 16 feet.
Yeah.
But the curb and gutter, the gutter's 2 feet, so you have 20 feet total, I guess.
You can't put your outriggers on the gutter, so it'd have to, I just don't know what, I don't know if it would meet fire width. Something to look at.
The other thing I'm concerned with is the density, how many you're trying to put on there. I don't really think that this is a great spot for this.
I think originally he was looking at the majestic view he had to the north, and he thought, you know, it would be a great spot. But
Well, I have some concerns with it. You know, first of all, the residents have come out, specifically the immediate neighbors. That concerns me that they're against this, particularly nightly rental. Obviously, that brings a transient set of people's in.
Yeah.
You know, these are studio units, so you've got a car per unit, but what about guests? So the overflow ends up on Central Street. That's a huge concern, because that's where they would all park for two, or in the alley, which would obviously come up that alley significantly. So I have some major concerns that way. I have some concerns about this being across the street from the park, and how this changes the aesthetics of the neighborhood and the feel of the neighborhood. Feels to me like it's a bit of a spot zone, because you've got these estate lots next to it again. You've got they're at least 5 acres, and now we're taking a 1 acre parcel and putting 10 options on it, and that does concern me a lot.
At least 5 acres. You're saying this, well, never mind.
Yeah, no, I'm saying this is only a 1 acre parcel.
Yeah.
And putting 10 units on it.
It's 12 units.
Are you saying the zone change should be for?
No, I'm saying that it concerns me that there's that many units.
Yeah.
Regardless of the zone.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm
And that's what
I'm concerned it allows that many units on that 1 acre parcel in the heart of downtown, next to these other larger estate lots.
residential.
Particularly with the neighbors coming out, and that's a lot of people. I recognize that there was only one for 5 lots, but she's speaking for all 5 of those lots.
Do you think that he's willing to go back to the drawing table and redo this?
Yes, absolutely. His backup plan was to rezone it to R18 so that he could come in here, and we put this in the citizen review letter, but if he could go to an R18, then probably what he would do is subdivide this into 3 lots, and then just create 3 1/3 acre single-family lots. That's,
I would support that, but I can't support this the way it sits.
So
Okay, your letter on June 11th says R112.
Yeah, that's what the request is
oh,
today.
R112, not R18.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
And
think
that
it's-
frontage, the required frontage for that is 75, I think, on 12?
Ooh, yeah. There's,
I think it'd be a
Is that
great
the alley?
candidate for that.
For the frontage that's required on that?
Well,
The
Spencer
frontage.
Cove is,
You'd still have your driveway, it'd be like a flag lot.
he would have to create a flag lot.
yep,
It'd be double flag lot,
Well, I think
ish.
ish.
No, because you could
You access,
would access
Central.
off of-
right,
Spencer.
That's a
Oh,
12.
one would access off of
so you
here,
just go to the flag lot.
yeah.
right, and then your other piece would be right here.
I think it'd be a great candidate for that, but into 3 parcels, but not.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then your driveway is fine, you just gotta be the minimum width on a regular driveway, whatever that is, for a flag lot.
well, I
I think there's
don't
enough room
think
on the
we'd do a
frontage.
flag lot. We would do probably 2 along Central
Yeah.
Street that just have normal frontage, and then we would have 1 along Spencer Cove with appropriate frontage. So there wouldn't be any flag lot.
Okay.
The property certainly needs a facelift
Agreed.
on Central Street.
And I think that it's awesome that there's work going toward it, but
Yeah, and he agrees with that too, and he's working on that. He's been remodeling that existing house and everything. So, I don't know if it's, if we can switch the request to an R112 in this meeting, or?
I think he needs to
I think we would need to repost it.
repost it, yeah. I don't need, if we table it, then he can do that, right?
You table
And not
it
get the
without
fee.
taking action, then he can repost it without repaying the fee.
Right.
Okay,
just
Correct.
continue it or
Oh,
table
just
it.
take another month or-
Where it was posted as an R2, then we would need to repost it as an R12,
right.
and then let the neighbors weigh in on that, too.
Yeah, we would host another citizen review
Correct.
meeting and everything, so. So,
Now, the other the other thing, I looked at all these lots on at least all these requests for all three of these, at least the county's website of who actually owns these properties. Okay, the UEP still owns this property, according to the website.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
See, you do.
According to the website, you're right, but
So just make sure that the owner of record is the one that's signing these applications.
no, we have a warranty deed. It was signed
Okay.
from the UEP to
Right, and we do
Richard,
have a
and we
copy.
submitted
Okay.
that with
Just
our
didn't
application.
include it in the packet.
Okay, because I saw the one from Ben,
Yeah.
on Ben's thing, but I didn't see one on Mr. Cox's or his, and so it's like, well,
Because it came in after the packet.
okay,
Yeah, he definitely has it signed over to him.
That's good.
okay,
But yeah, good point.
okay.
so will the neighbors get another chance if we come table it?
Well, do we,
Yes. Back
Will be
next month.
Reposted, republished. They'll have to submit an amended application, repost it, republish
But
it.
no new fee?
Right.
Right.
Okay,
so do we continue it or table it?
Table,
table it.
or, well, I don't know.
Continue just brings it to the next meeting. Table is, it could come in however long it
Anytime.
takes.
Like we did.
I would table it
Yeah,
and
I-
then go from there.
I think tabling it, because that'll give them time,
Okay.
gives them some time to do what they need to
fine.
do.
Next month is enough time?
That sounds great to me.
Okay, so, we don't need to, do we need a motion on this?
Yeah.
Yes, motion.
Okay, so we'll entertain a motion to table this.
I make a motion, we table this zoning change of parcel 404-57001.
Okay, we have a first, do we have a second?
Second.
I have a first by Commissioner Steed, a second by Commissioner Pavlonis. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item number 10, informational summaries.
Somebody forgot to update something there. The next regular meeting is actually scheduled for September 2nd, which is a Tuesday,
Okay.
because September 1st is a holiday.
Okay, and with the Planning Association meeting, that's our travel day down to Tempe.
You
Tuesday is?
know what, I think you're right.
What,
So,
so you won't have quorum?
yeah.
Well, yeah, we won't,
Well, Vance won't be
we
here
won't
either.
have staff either.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
We could move it back to September 8th, Monday. That would probably make better sense.
Is that council?
Does that,
No, well,
Because the council well, let's see.
does that,
No, the council meeting will be on the 15th.
would that change how long, if we approved it, how long the council had it to review and publicized? Is that long enough?
Most of the time, from the planning commission to the council is 1 week.
That's fine.
So that's a little pressure on me, but it doesn't affect the applicants any.
Okay.
okay, so 8 o'clock, or the September 8th?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else we need to bring up? You have anything else, Vance?
Nope, that's it.
We will call this meeting adjourned at 5:46 PM.
I brought that in.
I have my gavel now.